It's very seldom that the sequel is better than the first. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, it's Felix from Bars and Cigars ATL, and you know we love everything cigar blend around here. So I most certainly had to get my hands on the second batch of the ShortBarrel Cigar Blend. And as you can see for today, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison to see if the sequel is better than the first. So we're going to do our regular routine. We're going to pour it in a glass. We're going to take it to the nose. We're going to talk about the flavors and all that good stuff. But I want to tell you a little bit about their cigar blend particularly. So the batch one came out roughly about a year and some change ago, I believe. It consisted of course, finished whiskeys, like a lot of cigar finished or cigar blends whiskeys are. They, however, used their straight barrel whiskey and finished it in Armagnac, cognac, rum, and Tawny port. So a lot of going on, a lot of finishes in there. Now, typically you'll get 2 to 3, but all 4 had a lot to offer you. And the whiskey itself, age range between 9 to 6 years. So really damn good whiskey, really nicely aged, coming in at 120 proof. This one definitely delivered if you're looking for something to challenge your palate. What corrections did they make in 2, or did 2 even need any corrections? So they actually stayed with the Armagnac, cognac, rum, and Tawny port finish. They dialed it back just a smidge. This one is at 117 proof, and the age range this time 9.9. So let's just say 10 year and 6.5. So roughly 7 years. So a little bit more age, same finishes. Does that make a big difference? And a little bit lighter on the proof. So let's see exactly which one is the crown winner between the 2. So let's pour up both. And I know we're not doing a side-by-side true comparison because, of course, batch 1 has been opened a little bit longer than batch 2. Batch 2 has been open. So, you know, we got a couple of weeks on that one, but, you know, a couple of weeks compared to months, it can make a big difference. But I want to see if the age really made a difference. Maybe they did different volumes of the finishes. We'll have to talk to ShortBarrel about that, but let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. So again, I'm going to nose them. We're going to talk about the flavors, the aromas, and then give you my summary of the 2. So let's start off with 1. On the nose, it is decadent. It is sweet, very sweet. You definitely get the Tawny port and the rum coming through more so than the cognac. I don't get a lot of, let's say, oakiness yet. But very nice nose. And actually now that cognac and Armagnac starts to come through. But first things that hit me is that sweetness. Very nice on the nose. All right, let's compare that to batch 2. Yeah, batch 2, surprisingly enough, smells like a little bit more intensity on the ethanol, but it's actually more blended together. So it's not one and then the second layer of aromas come through. It is actually all together. I get it. I get the finishes kind of all together. Smells really good. It definitely smells like it has more heat on it, but again, that's because this one's probably been open longer and has time to kind of calm down. It aerated in the bottle as it got more oxygen in it. So no surprise there. All right, palate. Ooh. All right, yes, this again, with the time that it has been allowed to open up, is a lot different from when I first opened it up. When I first opened batch 1, it seemed like the whiskey itself and the finishes itself didn't have time to kind of emulsify and kind of blend all together and spend time together and get to know each other. It was very kind of bullet point, blink, blink, blink. You got the flavors, but it wasn't melded together well. Here, I feel like it melds together to kind of give you a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of oak, nice little just heat on the back end of pepper. It has really cleaned up its act since first opening it. I'm gonna get some water. We'll edit this out, but just want to rinse my palate here. All right, now let's get to batch 2 and see about those flavors. Ooh, starts off very buttery, very smooth. Those small difference in proof is really nice. Even though the aroma gave off like it was giving a little bit more ethanol, a little bit more alcohol there. It starts off very butterscotchy, nice and smooth. Then, probably about halfway back, that's when those flavors start to make themselves really, really present. I would say here, I get a little bit more oak on this one, a little bit more pepper on the back. And again, it may be because this hasn't had as much time to kind of calm down and oxygenate, but I actually like it. I think this, the way it is now, could stand up against a more heavier cigar, peppery one, something that has a little bit of heat to it, just because it's a little bit more punchy, but really good. Buttery, tart, butterscotch, then the rum, oakiness here with cognac, armagnac. Yeah, a little bit more punchy on this one. Here, additional time in that barrel. I would say, let's say roughly a year difference between the two. So same blend. This one is 9.9 and 6.5, or I said 7, so 10 and 7. And this one was straight up 9 and 6. So that additional year gave it a little bit more woodiness on this one. And because it's just now opening up, a little bit more punchier. So it's not as calm and cool as its older brother, right? It's been out longer. But all in all, both of them are very good, very similar in profiles. I would say I think they did a good job dialing it in versus batch 1. Batch 2 is a little bit more dialed in, just saying, we talked about how the aroma and the flavor is not as bullet point, kind of bink, bink, bink. It's kind of smoother and really easy to approach, where this one, when I first opened it, it was definitely, each individual flavor stood out at a different time, and it made it very kind of peaks and valley. But again, since it's had time to open up, it's really, really gotten good. So without rinsing my palate, I'm just gonna do them both behind each other. Yeah, I'm really liking how the additional airiness and time to open up has given it almost a chocolate type note, spiced chocolate. That's nice. And the leg, we didn't even talk about the differences here. Not too much on color, but man, these things got legs for days. So very nice, oily texture to the whiskey. And right behind, I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, see, instead of that chocolate, that nice kind of sweet, just coating your mouth, still coats your mouth, but you get more so of the finishes than this kind of new evolution of them spending time together and opening up. So let's wrap it up. Summary on this one here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a tie. And the reason why I think it's a tie is because given time, I think they both will open up and batch 2 will replicate what batch 1 is now. However, batch 2 definitely, the little tweaks that I think Short Barrel did with the additional year and kind of lowering the proof just a bit, had this one coming out the box strong. First early rounds, this is going to be easy, much better than batch 1, but batch 2, being older, having a little bit more time in the game, show this prowess and really show you what it's about during the stretch. So, excuse the sports analogy, but yeah, I think it's going to be a tie at the end of the day. This just shows what batch 2 will evolve into, and I'm really looking forward to that. hopefully what I plan to do is to do another kind of cigar batch shootout. So I'm looking for Still Austin's cigar batch. I would love to compare it to batch 2 of this one here, and I believe I have the old Riley cigar batch still. So another cigar batch shootout where we're actually comparing it across different brands. So that's really going to be interesting. Of course, with our cigar battles, we always finish it up with an actual cigar as well to let you know which one pairs better. So look forward to that. I just got to get my hands on the Still Austin Cigar Blend. So if you got any hints that you could drop me, or you got one sitting on the shelf in the back room, definitely make a note in the comment or DM me, let me know, because I would love to get my hands on that so we could do a new cigar shootout for this year. So, all right, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and share this, and save it. You may want to come back and revisit this once you get your hands on the batch 2 of the Short Barrel Cigar Blend, and you can use our notes to kind of guide you through it. So definitely save, share, comment, and like, and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you guys are digging what we're putting out, and we got a lot more coming your way. So guys, don't forget to light up your life. Cheers.